Hi everyone, hello and welcome to this reading. This will be a general collective reading, so it may or may not resonate for you. And I ask as always that you please trust your own intuition and use your discernment with regards to the messages that come out here today. Thank you for joining me. I will be using the Shaman's Dream Oracle right here and the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, followed by the Crow Tarot. I'm noticing first of all, that we have two circles, lots of circles within the two decks that I've chosen. So yesterday's reading was about cycles. Okay, so if you wish to check that out, there may be something in that for you if you didn't watch it yesterday. This could be a continuation of that reading also. So let's get stuck in. Oh dear. Try that again. Okay, here we go. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Okay, so we know that dogs, they're very loyal. They're man's best friend, isn't that what they say? So there's something about having complete and utter loyalty to what it is that you love, whether this is a creative project, passion, a talent, a skill. With the peacock spirit coming out here in the reverse, the message on that card is let it shine. Okay, so peacocks, they're very flamboyant. They're very, they have this big, beautiful tail and they like strut around and show it off. Okay, as this is in the reverse, I feel like someone here is, sorry guys, didn't realize the way the cards were sitting there. Someone is afraid to, or nervous about, sharing this talent with the world, or with their friends even, or with their family. So you're being urged to be loyal to your heart, be loyal to what it is that lights a fire in you, okay, whatever that is for you, all right, even if it is, not the norm, like all the better, so we'll start with these cards, all right, we'll pull one from the Shaman's Oracle. We'll take this. Okay. Oh. I feel like I want to take that one. We'll get two from this oracle. The universe is your partner in your hand. In the hand. The universe is your partner. Not coming out here. Okay. The crossing, initiation, bottom of the deck, will-o'-the-wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. So there's something that you've been hiding, okay, in your shadow. Something that you feel maybe ashamed about or embarrassed about, or maybe it's something that others told you that what am I trying to say? Like, for example, if you were a child and you were very, loud and boisterous and full of energy and confidence, and like people kind of shat on that. So now you kind of, you reel it in and you don't maybe show your playful side. Maybe you don't, maybe you enjoyed, like, for example, like theater or drama or something when you were a child, and you loved, like dressing up or being, out there, and people told you that was too much. So you suppressed that and you put it away, you've locked it away. That is your treasure. Okay, I'm going to go to the oracle book for the Shaman's Dream Oracle. All right, we'll start with in the hand. Feeling secure, taken care of, the universe is your partner. Something amazing happens when you contemplate your intimate relationship with your higher power. How do you engage it? Perhaps you might have seen things through the influence of your religious background, or you may have been exposed to other ways of making that connection real for you. It doesn't matter the source of your understanding. What matters is what works for you. For example, if you believe in a punitive God, you will be afraid of punishment for your transgressions. If you believe in a version of a higher power that blesses you, you may find it easier to surrender to a relationship of radical trust. Right now, if you imagine relaxing, curled up in the hands of the divine, how does that make you feel? Can you then turn over your needs and desires to that divine power and trust that you're safe and secure and don't have to do anything at all to feel that way? Grace is activated in your life now. You're in good hands. Your work, family, relationships, home, everything. You've done all you can, so now is the time to rest and recharge instead of producing, doing, acting, strategizing. A hot tea, a good book, and a soft blanket are in order. Okay, we'll read these and then we'll dive into it, okay? Let's go with the initiation. Rite of passage. You've come to stand on one side of a river. The opposite bank leads into the darkness of the eternal cave where the old dies and then is born again. This is a place where time is forgotten and the seasons cease their dance and stand still as if in a temporary repose. You must cross the river now, honoring and respecting this transition, for it's time to say goodbye to your old ways of navigating your world. Don't be afraid. You've come to the edge of the river because you're ready. You're ready to let go of what doesn't serve you and all the ways in which you've kept yourself from truly living. Intimacy requires vulnerability and truth. Can you strip away the masks and the barriers of false strength to discover what you're really made of? Step into the boat waiting for you. Let it carry you into the cave where the shadows are waiting to be illuminated so you can be born again into the world without denial or artifice. Artifice. Making the crossing is a beautiful, powerful act of the highest love. Guys, that's beautiful. Beautiful. So this is something that somebody's been working towards, okay? But there's still this lingering essence of, being afraid to really let yourself shine. I'm noticing that there's a light coming out of the heart space here for this peacock. Okay, so opening your heart. What lies within your heart? Okay, so definitely something like be loyal to what you love. What do you truly love? What really, really sparks a fire in you? And with this, the universe is your partner. You've got nothing to lose, okay? And even if you do, even if it fails, even if it, you get laughed at, it's okay. You will survive. And the problem lies with the people who are laughing. And they're laughing because they're feeling uncomfortable, because they don't know how to, they're hiding behind masks. They don't know how to be themselves. They don't have the confidence. They may put on this, do I call it a bravado? That they're confident and they're, all these things, but they're one of many who are all wearing the same mask. Does that make sense? So let's get Will-o'-the-Wisp. Treasures hidden in the shadow, the great mystery, epiphany. Will-o'-the-Wisp hovers in her luminescent glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. You may have been visited by her before, but though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer you decided to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. Will-o'-the-Wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you will have to sacrifice certainty in the pursuit of adventure, your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray. Or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place. These worlds hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your own unmaking, to unmask yourself, love what you discover, dark or light, see it all as divine, and find a quiet, thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? A great bounty of goodness awaits you. Oh, this is such a beautiful reading. Such a beautiful reading. So this is a very pivotal moment in someone's life, in someone's journey. Okay, there is something holding you back. Going back to this peacock spirit, like an insecurity, an uncertainty, doubt. You know, staying small, afraid to take a risk. And what is that? Is it Peter Pan? What if I fall? Oh, what if I fly? Something like that. So you're being urged to go into the unknown. Okay? Into the unknown. There's something that resides within you, probably within the psyche, that was suppressed. Okay? You were urged to, keep it under lock and key because, you're too flamboyant, you're too this, you're too that, okay? That is where your treasure lies. But it's going to take great strength and courage to make this cross over this river, okay? So let's see, let's get some tarot. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is, someone may have been in this energy for quite some time, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is quite a slow-moving energy. But this will lead you to stability, to security, to, like, what you're living in right now is a false sense of security, okay? It feels safe to the ego, okay? But it's almost like it's scary to the real you, because it's scary to make a change. It can be scary to take a risk, but it's actually scarier to stay stuck, to stay the same, and to never know. So it's like someone, like this Knight of Pentacles, the horse is not moving. So like someone is here waiting to, like, I'm seeing that with this crow with the pentacle in his mouth. He's holding this pentacle. This is your treasure. Okay. And just waiting to cross. Okay. Are you going to stay still or are you going to move? Page of Cups. I've been seeing the Page of Cups a lot now, okay? This card for me is the inner child, okay? And the opening of the heart space. And it's also like this, seeing this cup as the heart. And the crow, he's peering inside. He's like, what really resides in here? What magic resides in here? Because that's where it is. In like, when we're children, we're so... so carefree and so joyous and so unafraid of just being ourselves until we are told otherwise, that we shouldn't be, okay? But there's something magical within this cup. There's something beautiful that you may still be waiting to discover. The Empress. How beautiful. So this is the energy of abundance, of creativity, of nurturance. Okay, and I'm feeling this is linked to Will-o'-the-Wisp. We've got the moon here at the bottom of the deck, okay? So you may be receiving, nudges in the dream space with the moon here. There's that Seven of Pentacles again. I believe this came out yesterday. So you're waiting for something to come to fruition, but... there's a need to go a little bit deeper, okay? This isn't about taking action. This is about going a little bit deeper within to yourself, okay? And the action will come later. So in your subconscious, there lies many, many treasures with the moon card showing up here, okay? And I'm noticing we've got the fish here and we've got the fish here in this moon card. We also have this crow here in this cage. Okay, so there's something that's been caged within your subconscious, within your psyche, something that's been locked away in the shadows that's waiting to be liberated. And it's something that is a treasure, okay? It's something beautiful. It's something that will lead you to a very abundant life, and not necessarily, you know, financial abundance, although that, you know, obviously it would be great, but like a fruitful life where you feel that you have a purpose, where you feel that you are living a life well lived, you know, that you look back when you're old and say, I'm so glad I took that risk. Okay, so there's a very, with this dog spirit and this Page of Cups, there's a very what's the word, like an innocent energy, a very wholesome is the word that I'm looking for. Okay, so there's some sort of initiation that's happening right now. All right, this will-o'-the-wisp, didn't the guidebook say that she could be coming to you like in dreams? Okay, so we do, like I said, we have the moon card coming out here, so you could be getting some sort of inspiration. We do have joyful news beneath this, okay, inspiration within the dream space. Okay, so I would urge you to keep a dream journal, or just write down, you know, what you can remember in the morning. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. I hope that this helped someone. Please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.